the turn of the century from 1800 to 1900, we had almost 100% literacy. And the literacy was not the literacy of today. The literacy back then was Shakespeare and Dickens. And that was fun reading for people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The literacy of today is TikTok.
Right.
Right. So we are no better off for having had a century worth of schooling. We are much worse off. And we have to wrestle with that and figure out how that can be. The government took over the education of its people, and the people failed to prosper.
Right.
In fact, they are worse off today than they were.
Yes.
That's a terrible indictment of the entire system. I think we should be considering what other remedies we could consider.
100%. You go back and you look at the late 1800s, there were the college entrance exams, like right out of high school, on paper, where they would write an essay form. I mean, beautiful cursive, prose, excellent writing. They could also do calculus, and they used slide rule. They didn't have calculators.
No, I mean,
And
seriously.
it's insane. And so,
But look, even before that, revolutionary times,
uh-huh.
no school, but at the age of 12 or 13, a young man would go to Harvard or Yale, fluent in English, Latin, and Greek, to study divinity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That was the extent of education available to people. And those men created the United States of America.
They did, right.
So they were all homeschooled. They were all self-taught. And what I'm saying to people is, the school has trained you to think that children won't learn without an instructor. And I'm here to tell you that's a lie.
Right, 100%.
They have created a need for themselves. The educators have created a need for themselves. And we ought to be careful of that. Like, there's a conflict of interest.
It's a narrative that has been foisted on us for decades. I agree. And how you started in saying, too, when we were kids, we were taught how to behave in a classroom. And so the teacher is that authority figure. And then when you graduate out of that system, the authority figure is still that teacher and the people that run the schools. So we have been...
and then we need an authority.
Yes.
We need permission.
Mm-hmm.
We're constantly looking for permission. I coach people all the time who literally all they're really looking for is permission to do the thing.
Yes.
And I'm saying to them, you don't need permission. You can just do the thing.
Yeah.
Just do it. As Nike says.
I mean,
there's a reason that resonates, is because we're all like, can I do this? Am I allowed to do this? What should I do? We developed through our schools this trust the expert mentality. And that did so well during COVID, did it not?
Right. It didn't. Absolutely. And
so, incidentally, that's what I talk about in my book.
Okay, tell me about that.
That's what this is all about, is, what the schools have done to us and how to escape it for your own kids. So this is a book for parenting to teach them how to homeschool their kids. Because so many parents, this is what's really sad to me. So many parents are like, well, I can't. I'm like, you can't what? I can't homeschool. Okay, what does that mean? What do you mean by homeschool? I don't know. That's right. But you're so willing to say, you should talk about your ineptitude when you have no idea how capable you are. And the reason for that is because you went to school. And in school for 13 years, you learned that you were incapable of doing anything that you hadn't been formally instructed in. That is debilitating. We have been debilitated by our schools. So there used to be an engine when this nation was formed, the entrepreneurial spirit.
Right.
And that has been slowly bred out of us via our schooling to raise us to be workers for somebody else. So we are in our schools, we're training the employment class, not the entrepreneurial class.